Hello, friends. This is Professor Googlaw. Today's video will be a little unusual, but I'm sure you will like it. So, get comfortable and let's go. A giant emerald. In early 2001, from a tiny mine on a farm in the state of Bahia, miners pulled out of the ground not just a gemstone, but an entire block weighing more than 340 kilograms. Such large gems had never been seen in those places. The 1.5-meter long precious block was extracted with special care, because even the slightest crack could seriously reduce the value of the find. They found a buyer for the emerald almost immediately. It was the owner of the plot next door to the mine. Although he did not disclose the amount of the deal, experts estimated the stone at $450 million. A snake in the shape of a penis. A surprising discovery was made by scientists in the area of the Amazon River. Quite by accident, zoologists found a strange snake, outwardly resembling a male genital organ. Curious discovery caused a huge resonance in the scientific world and was thoroughly studied. As stated by experts, as a result of research it turned out that the found creature is not really a reptile, it is just a legless amphibian. Scientists have suggested that the closest relatives of the snake penis can be considered frogs and salamanders. The new species has already received its official name Atratochoana isletii. In total, 6 of these, as scientists conventionally call them, flexible snakes, were found. One of them died, 2 individuals were left for study, and the other 3 were released into their habitat. Atratochoana isletii is completely missing its eyes and also has no lungs. Experts believe that the found creature breathes through its skin. Scientists also suggest that the food for the snake penis may be small fish and worms. The first specimen of Atratochoana isletii was found back in November last year, but scientists did not hurry with statements, deciding first to study the find. A new species of monkey. A new species of broad-nosed monkey, the toy monkey of the genus Myco, has been identified by a team of researchers from Brazil. The Amazon has the richest primate fauna in the world. There are 146 species and subspecies of primates in the region, representing 20% of the world's primate diversity, said Dr. Costa Araujo, head of the team of scientists. At the same time, the diversity and distribution of Amazonian primates remain poorly studied, and a lack of data makes conservation difficult. The new species range is located in the Amazon Deforestation Arc Zone, where vast tracts of forest are being destroyed for timber, settlement and industrial agriculture, the scientists said. Based on the red list categories and criteria, this new species of monkey should be considered endangered. The plover inhabits the Juruena Teles Pires interfluve area in the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso. The species range is restricted to the Juruena River in the west and the Teles Pires River in the east. A flower that blooms after a fire. According to the World Wildlife Fund, the Cerrado tropical savanna has the highest biodiversity of any savanna. Another distinctive feature is the surprisingly fast recovery from forest fires, which are not uncommon here. A new study by Brazilian biologists describes how one of the plant species common here, Bulbostylus paradoxa, a flower from the sedge family that locals call Indian hair, is coming back to life. Scientists tested the plant's ability to recover from a fire. They set fire to flowers and brought them to the state of charred remains. Within a day, they observed the first signs of recovery, budding inflorescences. Another week later, the new flowers were fully formed and ready for pollination. Scientists note that 40 days after the fire, the seeds had already spread throughout the neighborhood. Scientists conducted such experiments by burning flowers at different times of the day and in different seasons for 2 years, and the result was always about the same. Giant tunnels. Researchers have discovered colossal tunnels in South America that are so huge and neatly constructed that many thought they were dug by humans to pass through the forest. It turns out that the tunnels are much older than previously thought, with experts estimating that they are at least 8,000–10,000 years old. These tunnels, at least some of them, were dug by an extinct species of giant sloth. Researchers have known about these tunnels since at least the 1930s, but at the time they were thought to be some sort of archaeological structures, remnants of caves carved out by our ancient ancestors. There are now more than 1,500 known paleognores that have been found in southern and southeastern Brazil. They are of 2 types: small ones, which are up to 1.5 meters in diameter, and larger ones, which are up to 2 meters high and 4 meters wide. These individual dens can be 100 meters long and the total length of the den system can be 600 meters. On the walls and ceiling of these caves can be seen distinctive grooves in the rock, which scientists have identified as claw marks of a huge ancient creature. A huge anaconda. In the state of Para in northern Brazil, a huge anaconda whose size is astounding has been accidentally discovered. Although the figures are not confirmed, it is said that its weight is about 400 kilograms, length of 10 meters and 1 meter in diameter. And if this is true, the snake can rightly be considered the largest anaconda in history. A video taken in February 2016 shows a snake that was found at a construction site in Altamira. The predator was found after a planned cave explosion. This explosion was carried out as part of the construction. Official records of this huge anaconda remain not completely transparent. According to National Geographic, green anacondas can reach a maximum length of 8.8 meters. The video shows that the anaconda was chained to a crane and then lifted up. That's how it was weighed. Many users left negative comments criticizing the workers for chaining the snake to the crane. Apparently, these actions killed the snake rather than leaving it in its natural habitat. However, it remains unclear until the end whether the snake was killed or alive. A rat the size of a man. Paleontologists have discovered the remains of a human-sized prehistoric rat that roamed the Amazon rainforest 10 million years ago. This rodent reached 1.5 meters in length and 80 kilograms in weight. For comparison, a modern rat weighs on average about 200 grams. Scientists specified that the rat had 2 huge curved fangs, but the brain was characterized by very modest size, only 114 grams. The skulls of 2 ancient rats have been found in the state of Acre in northwestern Brazil. One was almost whole, while the other was a fragment of the scalp. The remains were preserved so well that scientists even examined imprints of the olfactory bulbs, as well as the frontal and temporal lobes. The authors of the study concluded that the ancient creature was larger than not only the current rats, but also the largest modern rodents, capybaras. They reach a maximum of 60 kilograms. The rodent turned out to be an extinct ancestor of chinchillas and pacaranas, which inhabited the western Brazilian Amazon. It lived in a swampy area that existed there before the emergence of one of the world's largest rainforests. A tribe that knows no color. The Pirahã tribe is a small nation that resides in Brazil. Their unique hunter-gatherer culture and language have attracted a great deal of scholarly attention. The Pirahã language violates the foundations of modern linguistics, as it has no recursion, the ability to make any length of sentences, no numbers, no tenses, no description of colors, no concepts of wholeness, whole, part, no description of kinship and subordination. There is no art in the tribe, they do not decorate themselves in any way, no myths and religion, no tribal leader, no daily rhythm in the form of sleep, they sleep little and when they want, no accumulation of food, they start hunting when they are hungry, no personal belongings. For all that, the Pirahãs are very happy with their lives. They consider themselves to be the most charming and attractive, and the others to be some strange subhumans. They call themselves a word literally translated as normal people, and all non-Pirahãs, both whites and other Indians, brains out of whack. Well, as I promised, the video was interesting. So, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.